Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. We will make the dragonfly top today with a 6 round repeat. The dragonfly pattern is in multiples of 16. This is gold metallic thread and fine yarn. I run the blue yarn together with the golden thread to create the effect in the dragonflies, and in between the dragonflies I leave the gold thread out and just crochet with the blue. To start your top, please make a foundation. I made my foundation with a chain of 192. I closed the chain to a ring and then double crocheted into every chain. So I have at the end 192 double crochets. Then I crocheted 7 rounds, so 7 rounds of 192 double crochet. I will show you the stitch on the sample, which is with bigger yarn, so it's easier to see, but you can work of course right away on your top. On my sample I only did 1 round of double crochet for the foundation, but on the top please make the 7 rounds with 192 doubles. And I will see you at the end of your 7th round when we start the first round of the dragonfly pattern. I will finish my foundation with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 1, and this will be a 6 round repeating pattern. Make a chain of 3 for the first double crochet and a double crochet into the same stitch. 2 chains and 2 more double crochets into the same stitch, but don't finish the 2nd double crochet. When you get to the 2nd double crochet, pull your secondary color through together with the primary color. So now we work with 2 yarns at the same time. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the first wing of our dragonfly. Make a puff stitch with 3 yarn overs, yarn over once. Here's our first chain. Below that it looks like an arrow up. Grab those 2 pieces of yarn and pull a long loop. It's the same length as our chain of 6, so very long loop. Then the 2nd time, go into those 2 pieces of yarn, pull a very long loop, the same length as your chain, and the 3rd time. Then pull through all loops except 2, then through 2. Then yarn over 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times for a treble treble. Then skip 7 stitches, 1 stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 8th stitch. Pull your yarn through, then pull through 2 once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 yarn overs. Now make a treble crochet, yarn over twice into the 3rd yarn over, 1, 2, 3 yarn overs, and grab the 2 pieces of yarn and pull through, then pull through 2, 1, 2, 3 times, and make a 2nd treble, yarn over twice into the same stitch that you made the 1st treble. Pull through and then pull through 2, 1, 2, 3 times. So we have our first wing, and this is the body for the dragonfly. The 2nd wing is made the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains and a 3 yarn over puff stitch. Go through those 2 pieces of yarn, pull long, the same length as your chain, the 2nd time and the 3rd time. pull through all loops, then through 2. And this is our first dragonfly with 2 wings, and we make 2 more wings in the 3rd round. Then skip 7 stitches again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the 8th stitch, make a double crochet, but only with the first color, so put your second color aside. Make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. And this will always be between the two, or between the dragonflies. We will always make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles between every dragonfly, no matter what round we're on. And we will always leave the secondary color out so the dragonfly stands out more. And don't finish the second double crochet, leave 2 loops on the hook. And then pull your secondary color, grab it, and then pull it again through, so we're working with 2 colors again. So we have no colors here and 2 colors for all our dragonflies. Let's make a second dragonfly. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make a puff stitch with 3 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, and really pull long. Pull through all except 2, pull through 2. Yarn over 4 times for the treble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip 7 stitches into the 8th one. Make the treble. 1, 2 yarn overs for the 2 trebles we're making. This is the first one. Count 1, 2, 3 yarn overs into the 3rd yarn over, and grab 2 pieces of yarn, make the treble, and another one into the same stitch. Then the second wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, and a 3 yarn over puff stitch. Yarn over once, pull through, pull very long, twice, and 3 times. Put the second piece of yarn aside. Skip 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the 8th, make the 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. And on the second double, pick up your secondary color again. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the first wing. Make the 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, pull through, then through 2. Make the complex stitch with 4 yarn over. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the 8th one. Make the treble. Then 2 trebles into the 3rd yarn over. 1 and 2. And another wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. Puff stitch with 3 yarn overs. 1, 2, 3, pull through all, and then through 2. Then put away your secondary color, skip 7 stitches, and into the 8th make 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles, and then repeat the dragonfly. Chain 6, make the 3 yarn over puff stitch, skip 7 stitches, and into the 8th make the complex stitch with the treble and the 2 trebles into the 3rd yarn over. Then for the second wing, chain 6 again and make a 3 yarn over puff stitch. Don't forget, on all of these stitches in between the dragonflies, use the secondary color, because now you see as your dragonfly stands out better when you have the secondary color in it. At the end of round 1 I finished my second wing. I will skip 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only with my primary color I put the secondary color away. I will make a slip stitch into the second double crochet and into the chain space of 2 and start round 2. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3 for the first double crochet, and then make a double crochet, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the same chain space, and on the second double leave the 2 loops and pull your color through, your secondary color. Grab it and pull it through the 2 loops. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip over the wing and then make 3 single crochet over the treble, the treble, and the second treble. So go into your first stitch, the treble, make the single, then into the next stitch a single, and the third single crochet into the second treble crochet. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we will repeat what we will do in every round between the dragonflies. Put your secondary color aside and then go into this stitch into the chain, and when you turn it over also crochet around that little piece of yarn your secondary color so it's nicely tucked away. So I crochet around that as well. 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles into the chain space, and then on the second double we pick our secondary color up again. Don't finish it, leave the 2 loops on the hook, pull your secondary color through with the first color, and then repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. Then skip to your complex stitch, make the 3 singles, 1, 2, 3 singles, 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, and then put your secondary color aside and go into the chain space of 2 and make the 2 doubles, and I put it around that little yarn, piece of yarn, make the 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. Grab your secondary color and pull through, and then repeat 6 chains, 3 singles, 6 chains, put your secondary color away, make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles into the chain space of 2, crochet around that previous piece of yarn, grab your secondary color on the last double, and then continue 6 chains, 3 single crochets, and 6 chains. I made my 6 chains over the second wing, and now I put my secondary color away, make a slip stitch into the second double crochet and into the chain space, and you can grab your little piece of yarn and go around that too, and start round 3. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, then make a second double crochet, 2 chains, and 2 double crochet into the chain space, and on the second double crochet pull your secondary color through. Now we will make the second pair of wings exactly the same way as the first, with a chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, pull through, then through 2. When you get to the middle of the dragonfly, into the 3 single crochets, make 3 slip stitches. 1 slip stitch in the first single, 2 slip stitches, and the 3rd slip stitch into the 3rd single. And into that slip stitch here and the little piece of yarn in the back, I'll show you, we make the puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains again for the second wing. And now the 3 yarn over puff stitch. Here's the chain. Go into that first piece of yarn underneath and the second one right next to it. It's a little more difficult because that's the slip stitch. Pull along again, same way, 2 times and 3 times. Pull through all and then do the last 2. And then you can put your yarn aside because we're already at our next 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. Go around the previous piece of yarn, 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Pick up your color and start on the wings again. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make the 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, 3. Go to your single crochets, make 3 slip stitches. First slip stitch in the first single, second slip stitch into the second single, and third slip stitch into the third single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains and the 3 yarn over puff stitch. One, 2, and 3. Then make 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets into the chain space of 2. And then start again with your first wing. Chain 6, make a puff stitch with 3 yarn overs. Make 3 slip stitches into the single crochets. Chain 6 and make a puff stitch with 3 yarn overs, and then repeat 2 double crochets, 2 chain and 2 double crochets into the chain space of 2. I finished the second pair of wings on my dragonfly, and to finish round 3 I make a slip stitch into the second double crochet only with my blue yarn, and around the chain only with my blue yarn into the chain of 2 make a slip stitch and start round 4. Chain 3 and then make a double crochet, and this time turn a little bit, go around that piece of yarn from the previous round and around our working secondary color and crochet around both of those yarns. So now we brought that color up. Round 4, 5 and 6 we don't use this color, so we just have to take it with us so we can use it again in the round 1. Then chain 2 for the chain space, and then you can put this yarn aside and only crochet around the chain space. 1 double crochet and 2. Then we make a triangle, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into that second slip stitch on our dragonfly we make a treble crochet. Go into that dragonfly into the second slip stitch and make a treble crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make another treble crochet into that same slip stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then repeat 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles into the chain space of 2. Then we start again 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the triangle into the second slip stitch. Yarn over twice for the treble. Make one side of the triangle into the second slip stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make the second treble crochet into the same stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then continue 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the chain space of 2. Then start your second triangle first with 5 chains, then the treble, 5 chains and the treble into the second slip stitch, and then again 5 chains, 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. I made my last triangle and a chain of 5, and now I make a slip stitch into my second double crochet and into the chain space of 2 and start round 5. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a double crochet around your secondary color sweep as well. Bring it up with you and then double crochet around that piece of yarn and into the chain space. Chain 2. Now you can put that color over to the side. Just make 2 more double crochet into the chain space. 1 and 2. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then move to your triangle and make 9 double crochet into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 3. Then make your 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the chain space of 2. 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat. Go to your triangle and make 9 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 3. Go to your chain space of 2. Make the 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Chain 3. Go to your triangle, make 9 double crochet and then chain 3. At the end of round 5 I made 9 doubles and my 3 chains, and I finished by making the slip stitch into the second double and into the chain space. And now we will start our last of the repeating rounds, round 6. Chain 3, make the double crochet and take your secondary yarn and work around it too. Make the double crochet around the yarn and into the chain space. Then you can put it aside. Chain 2 and make 2 double crochets into the chain space. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we will make 3 single crochets into the 4th, 5th and 6th stitch. Here's the first stitch, the first double, the second and the third. go into the fourth and make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch the second one, and into the next stitch the third one. Make 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your 2 doubles into the chain space of 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go to your next fan stitch and make 3 singles. 1, 2, 3 into the fourth, fifth, and 6 double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start again with the 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Then chain 5 and make the 3 singles into the fourth, fifth, and 6 double crochet and chain 5. Now we just have to finish round 6, and I want to show you how to do that on my top, and then I will show you again how to start round 1 through 6 of the repeating pattern. So I did my 3 single crochets and I chain 5. And now I will finish round 6, make a slip stitch into the second, double crochet, and into the chain space. And now we can start the repeating pattern again with round 1. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3 with just a blue color. Make a double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet into the chain space of 2, and then pull your second color through to finish the double crochet. Now we start our first wing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains and a 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, and a third yarn over. Pull through all stitches except 2, then through 2. Now it's much easier to make the complex stitch. Yarn over 4 times for the treble. Go into the second single. Here's the first one, the second one, and the third one. Into the second single crochet, make the treble, and then 2 more trebles into the third yarn over. 1 and the second treble. Make the second wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains and 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then put your secondary color aside. Make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the chain space of 2, and on the second double pick up your secondary color again and start the dragonfly with 6 chains, 3 yarn over puff stitch, then into the second single crochet the complex stitch with the 4 yarn over treble, and then 2 trebles into the third yarn over in the second wing, 6 chains and a 3 yarn over puff stitch. Leave your color out again and make the 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Pick up your color and start your dragonfly. I'm finishing round 1 with just a blue color. Slip stitch into the second double crochet and slip stitch into the chain space of 2 and start round 2. Chain 3, make a double crochet into the chain space, chain 2, make 2 double crochet into the chain space, pick up your secondary color. Then chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make 3 single crochets, one on top of the treble, one on top of the first treble, and then one more single crochet on top of the second treble. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave out your secondary color. Then make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the chain space of 2. On the second double, pick up your color again. And don't forget to crochet in your secondary color with your double crochet. Then chain 6, single crochet 3 into the complex stitch, chain 6, leave out your color, 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles into the chain space of 2, and then continue chain 6, 3 singles, chain 6. Finish round 2 with 6 chains, a slip stitch into the second double crochet and into the chain space, and start round 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make the double crochet, chain 2 and 2 doubles. Pick up your color, and now we will make the second pair of wings again. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make the 3 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, 3. Go over your single crochets, 1, 2, 3 single crochet, and make the 3 slip stitches. 1, second slip stitch into the second single, and the third slip stitch into the third single, and then repeat the second wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains into 3 yarn over puff stitch into the slip stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then move over and make the 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles with only the blue color. Pick up your secondary color again to make the second pair of the dragonflies with 6 chains, 3 yarn over puff stitch, make 3 slip stitches into the previous 3 single crochets, then 6 chains and the 3 yarn over puff stitch. I finished my last dragonfly, and now with the blue yarn only I will make a slip stitch into the second double crochet and into the chain space, and start round 4. Round 4, 5 and 6 will only be with the blue yarn. Chain 3 and make a double crochet around the previous loop, the golden loop, and the working yarn, so we can take it with us into the next round. Then you can put that yarn aside, make 2 chains and 2 double crochet into the chain space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make the triangle into the second slip stitch with a treble crochet yarn over twice. Here's the first slip stitch, the second one, go into the second slip stitch and make a treble crochet. chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make another treble crochet into the same slip stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are already at our spot. 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles, then chain 5, the triangle into the second slip stitch with the treble, chain 5 and the treble, and then chain 5 again. I made 5 chains and a slip stitch into the second double crochet, a slip stitch into the chain space, and then start round 5. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make the double around the working yarn as well, the golden yarn. Chain 2, put the yarn aside and make 2 more doubles into the chain space. Chain 3 and make 9 doubles into the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 3 and make the 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Then chain 3, make 9 double crochet into the triangle and chain 3. I made my 3 chains and a slip stitch into the second double crochet and into the chain space and start round 6. That's our last round of the repeating pattern. Chain 3, make the double around the working yarn, the golden yarn, into the chain space. Chain 2, make 2 more doubles into the chain space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then count 1, 2, 3 doubles, and into the 4th one make a single, into the 5th one, and into the 6th one. 7, 8, 9 are empty. 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. 5 chains, 3 singles, 5 chains. And then you can start again with round 1 where we made the 2 wings. I repeated round 1 through 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but you can of course make more or less rounds depending on how long you want your top to be. The straps will go on to the 1, 2, the second dragonfly on the left, and then 1, 2, the second dragonfly to the right. When you finish your last dragonfly, don't crochet all the way to round 6. Your last round will be round 5, the fan stitch round. And then don't finish round 5 because we will start our strap right there where the fan is. So stop crocheting at the end of round 5 and we will continue there with the straps. Now we will put our straps on our top, and we do that in round 5. That was the round where we made the 9 double crochet and the chain of 3 to the right and the left, but don't make it to the left. So I will finish this fan stitch with the 9th double, but leave 2 loops on the hook. And now make a double crochet into the second double. Here was our chain of 3. Make the double crochet into the second double, pull through, and then pull through the 2 loops we left on the hook. Then chain 5, turn your work, and then make 9 double crochet into the previous double crochet. So right into the first one make a double, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Chain 5, then turn your work back, and then make 9 double crochet into the previous doubles again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, turn your work, and then go back and forth with the 9 double crochets until your straps are long enough for you. I made 32 rows. Make the strap long enough to fit you. Then I faced everything wrong side out, so the wrong side is out and the two right sides face each other. And I folded it so I can see where the opposing fan is. This is my fan that I will stitch this strap on. I skipped 2 fan stitches, 1, 2, here's my side. So I put the 2 fans on top of each other here. And now I can see this stitch here, this fan. This is where I will start to attach my strap. And I just make slip stitches. I'm going into my first double crochet and make a slip stitch. Then go into the second double crochet and then into the second double crochet on the back and make a slip stitch, and so on. Make slip stitches into all the doubles. And the last double, and then when you turn it over to the right side again, this is how the strap looks. I started my first strap on the second shell from the left, so 1, 2, and I will do the same thing on the right side. I count 1, 2, and this is where my second strap is going to start. And I will start at the first double crochet and make a chain of 3. One, 2, 3 for the first double crochet, and then make 9 doubles, including the chain of 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work and then make the strap the same length as the other. Doing the same thing, make the 9 doubles, chain 5, turn your work and make 9 doubles and chain 5. And I just wanted to mention quickly on the returning round, when we go into the chain to get the 9 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you have to go into the chain and make the double into that chain to get the 9 doubles. So you have the chain of 5 and the 9 doubles. Make sure you make the 9th double into that chain of 3. I made 32 rows on this side, and I made 32 rows on that side as well, and now we just have to turn it a little differently, so we connect it on the wrong side too. So this is the wrong side looking face up, and I'm grabbing the opposing fan, and I'm just starting again with the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. and into all of the double crochets go to the second one. Make a slip stitch and so on. Make the slip stitch into all the double crochets and then our top is finished. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.